Hey there. Just wanted to cover something that I've previously talked about, but and excuse the bench, it's a mess. I just grabbed a bunch of shit here to try and show you some stuff. But um, I've talked in the past about the difference between steel cage bearings and these nylon cage bearings, and you can see how old and how much heat this old bearings had through it. I had to change a crank out on an old saw and did bearings while I was in there. But, and so it was the wrist pin bearing or the conrod bearing on there that it actually seized. So it caused a lot of heat. But this old bearing's still damn near good to go, eh? A lot of these other ones, they use nylon, this stuff here, to space the bearings apart. And that ends up being a weak point. You can see this one here started to melt down. The cage is gone. The next stage with those, I don't think I brought that other one over that I had. The next stage with that is it starts, it's basically spitting the ball bearings through the combustion chamber. As they come up through the transfer ports, they end up piling up against the piston, so it takes out the piston in your cylinder. Huge dollars. And this is a Stihl 261C. It's not that old of a saw. It's the M-tronic carb on it. You can see that cage is gone there. The bearings are randomly spaced now. Okay, they're just gonna float where they want to. What happens is then that inner race ends up lopsided. It'll go down to where these are spaced further apart at, and it gives enough play for the ones up here to end up coming out, and that's where they go. This one here's off a Husky 562. This was not that old of a it was actually they call them short blocks. It's basically the 300 bucks you get the new crank and bearings and everything. I'd believed originally that was going to be better than trying to replace these bearings, because with the Huskies they're proprietary, and so they're not one that you can commonly switch back to the steel cages. The steel spacer stuff in here. Okay, there are different dimensions. But anyways, you can see this one, I think it didn't even last a season, eh? I think that's huge bucks. So anyways, one of the things that I've been noticing with these consistently is it's the clutch side that fails. Whoops, sorry. There we go. Clutch side on this guy. I'll zoom it back out, I guess. And clutch side on this one too. Here's your bar studs, hey? So one of the biggest factors is, guys, either over tightening chains, running your rakers too low. That definitely puts a lot of torque load on here, and it forces these bearings basically against that little nylon ring in there, and it creates a lot of extra friction and force on that. So and that's, I think, one of the biggest things that causes these cages to fail. But anyways, so what I've found so far with the Echoes is they're still using steel cage bearings. I really like that durability. So just try and give you some insight, eh? Have a good one.